Okay, we're at the St. Thomas Church in West Springfield. It's a very big campus here, and we're looking at both the school and the convent, which was turned into a more of a parish center. Parish center off to the right and the school off to the left. They have a very nice look to them because they're from 1961. You can see the church off to your right now. That's from 1906. They replaced an earlier church that was here, a wooden church that was more towards the back. And it's still a beautiful church inside and outside. And here you can see the rectory for the pastor. Plus you can see a beautiful statue. Now that I'm looking, I think it's Mary. And it's a nice rectory built at the same time as the church, about 1906. And what we're going to do now is go to the back of it and see what the back is like. And of course you need lots of parking, so the back is where the parking is for the school, the parish center, the social center, the church. So here you can get to see just how enormous this school is. The school, remember we started on Pine Street and we saw a little bit of it. Now we're going to get to see just how gigantic it is. Okay, we'll drive it along the sides of it and look at this thing. What a very, very big school. And you get to see the back of the church. Okay, so what was originally built for the school in 1961 was added greatly to it, and it has a very modern look. And you also get to see the back of the rectory over there. So the St. Thomas campus is just gigantic, and the parking lot is gigantic too. Right? And don't be surprised by just how large it is. Okay, now what we're going to do is pause it and get back on the Pine Street, and we're going to go off to that cemetery. Okay, now we left the campus where the church and school were, and now we're off to the cemetery, which is also very large. So everything about the St. Thomas Church is very large. It's a very proud parish, and we'll go through as much of the parish as we need to see. There are individual stops though, so always tune into those. This is just showing you in a group what they would look like, but it's always best just to walk around and get a good sense what the whole campus and then cemetery is all about. Okay, in front of you is a memorial section, and there's a lot of soldiers buried inside the cemetery, and that points this out. This dedication was happened in 1997. Okay, so you can see lots of soldiers back here, and you can also go to the very back because this cemetery is very deceptive. You have this older part out front. Now watch this. As soon as they take this turn, we go into a back section. That was the modern section. Alright? And so you sweep around here and look what you got all back here. It's more and more and more stones. And they have a lot more space because there's a lot of empty land back here. So you can see West Springfield has an incredible Catholic cemetery, enormous in size. Sorry for all the potholes. Alright, so now we're going to finally head back to the old part because I want to show you the chapel and I want to show you the Jewish cemeteries alongside it, and I want to show you where that founder priest is buried. They don't really have a priest circle, but they do have the founder priest there. Okay, now we're gonna go in this direction. What you have here, incredibly, is 3 Jewish cemeteries in a long row, side by side with each other. All have their very distinctive names, all serve different Jewish synagogues in Springfield. So they came out here and buried. And then there's one really cool chapel in the front. I hope you can see that it has a copper roof to it. All right, and like in all Jewish cemeteries, the burial stones are right on each other, side by side, because there's no group stones. Each person gets their own stone. Whereas in Catholic Church, you often see a large family stone with 10 names on it. You don't see that in the Jewish cemeteries. Okay, now if you want to find some of the priests, they're in this section here, towards the middle of the front section, and go towards approximately the front middle of even that section, and then you'll find some of those priest burials. And they go by the name of O'Keefe and Griffin. Now, the Patrick Phelan is buried in the Calvary Cemetery of Holyoke. And what we're going to do now is our last stop. We're going to go into the area where the chapel is. So this cemetery is from 1870. The oldest burials are towards the front. And you can see there's a nice little chapel here from 1929. You can see right on it. It's a beautiful look to it. Look how well made it is. Nice masonry stone, and we'll finish out by just driving around so you can see the back. Okay, so that concludes our campus and church drive around tour. I hope you walk all of it and you get to see one Mary statue there, and that's it. So thank you very much for coming along with us.